Good afternoon and welcome to Get Your Butt Outdoors. Another installment here. I'm your host, Richard Schrot. Good to have you. Today, we are in northern Michigan here on the banks, you guessed it, the mighty Au Sable, the holiest of waters in the state, some say the nation, right down the stream, where such legendary heroes as Ernest Hemingway fished, Edsel Ford, Henry Ford, and, of course, Thomas Edison, just right down the way in Lowell, Michigan. But now, today, we're up here by the bridge, a little north of Lowell. And ladies and gentlemen, we are about ready to take our first excursion of trout fishing for the elusive brook trout, rainbow trout, right here. You can see it behind me. We're about ready to head down into the waters. We urge you to come with us today, day one of a 3-day, all balls to the wall. We're taking you trout fishing. We're urging you to get your butt outdoors. Come with us and welcome to Get Your Butt Outdoors. All right, Mark Schrot heading into the Au Sable River right now. Mark Schrot is our guide for this week's extravaganza. He's going to be putting us out here. Come on in. Good to have you, Mark. Thanks for bringing us up here.
Good to be here.
You have succeeded in getting your butt outdoors, and my goodness. So thanks for bringing us here. Where were we just a few minutes ago? It's at the old bait shop, fly shop? Or?
Oh, the old Au Sable bait shop, downtown Grayling. And that's the,
Justin.
We bought some flies. Richard's got one of those handmade ties, flies tied by a local fly tire. He's got a caddis on, and I guess that's what they're hitting on.
What do you got going today?
I have a black gnat.
Very good. Well, let's get to work, Mark. We'll be following you throughout the day. I'll be
I would
right behind you.
Wouldn't suggest that.
All right. Very good. Let's get it. Fly on.
All right.
Good afternoon and welcome back to Get Your Butt Outdoors. It's good to see you still with us. We've changed locations. My goodness, what a great time we had at that one area up there. But now we've shifted locations. We went to a new location called the Deep Hole. And boy, I'll tell you, this has been fished by some of the most incredible fly fishermen from all over the world. This is the location. We hope you can join us for a few hours. As you can see, the sun is going down. We are getting some clouds in. We are expecting a little rain. The flies are starting to just lay on the surface right now. So this is an optimum time for us to get busy, you to get busy. Join us. We have Mark Schrot with us today, professional fly fisherman. Well, maybe, yeah, actually he is. He's training me how to fly fish. We're having a great time. Great that you finally decided to get your butt outdoors. All right, the day is winding down here on the Au Sable. Day one, Mark Schrot fly casting at going on 9 o'clock at night. Notice the river. There's Mark right there. Notice the daylight is waning here. I'm going to work this area right over here by this wood. But let's take a good look at Mark. He is just an outstanding fly fisherman. Learned a lot from him today. End of day one. Thank you, folks, for joining us here on the Au Sable. Well, good morning. Yes, it's a new day. Day two of our gala extravaganza here on the illustrious Au Sable River. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host, Richard. We've got Mark Schrot back with us again today. Come on up closer. I want to tell you a few things about today's project. Today, we've got an exciting, action-packed day. We're heading to the main waters, the main stretch of the mighty Au Sable River. And I'll tell you where we left off last night. I'm going to make this brief because we got to get to it today. But I'll tell you, last night we noticed it was getting dark. We had a nice shot of Mark casting out into the waters as the sun was setting. We got hit with rain. The rain wiped out all of our flies. The sun was setting. The rain left. We gave it another shot, and my goodness, we had some success as the evening ended last night. But here it is. We got rest. We hope you're going to join us all day today here on the main branch of the Au Sable River. Here we go.
Can you show us some of the outrigging of your Au Sable riverboat here?
This is great. I'm glad you asked because today I want you to see we're going to be kind of, what do we call it, Mark? Is it draining the river, straining the river? This is it. This is what we do here. Check this out. What do we call this?
Chain?
Chain. What do we do with the chain?
Chain things up?
No, we are dragging the river. That's going to slow our cruise rate down so we can hit all the spots. Come on over really quickly. We've got Mark's canoe here. This is not just any kind of canoe. This is set and built, designed for this river specifically. I'm going to be up front manning. Mark's going to be giving me all the highlights and getting us through this in the back here. We are going to do live bait as well. Yes, I know all of you true purists. We are going to do that because we want to get deep. It's a cold day today, as you can see. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for day 2 here at Get Your Butt Outdoors.
Hey.
All right, Mark, we're on the air. How are you doing back there?
Great. Heading down the old miss here. Catching trout like crazy. And doing the combination.
Very nice.
Paddle and pole. Call it paddle and pole.
What happened late last night on day 1 toward the end of the night?
Robert Traver appeared on the north branch of the Au Sable River just momentarily.
Very good.
And caught a, I don't know, about 8-inch brook trout. It was beautiful.
Yeah, I hooked a brook trout just as we were closing up shop when it was dark, about almost 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah, it was very nice. The catch of the day.
I'll tell you, those brook trout look good. Well, I'm going to navigate this river here, so we'll be back after these messages. All right, sportsmen, I just had to give you a beautiful glimpse of this stretch of the main branch of the mighty Au Sable River. We're here day 2 out here on our trek through the Au Sable, and what an adventure we have had. We just fished a little honey hole just outside of Grayling on the Au Sable, and yeah, just very good. Met a nice guy from down river, and about 5 years ago, the old guy just bought a place up here right on the mighty Au Sable. But we're going to be back. I just wanted to take you through this beautiful stretch of scenery here in one of the most remotest parts of all Upper Michigan. Another beautiful, outstanding stretch of the main Au Sable here. Just came across just a plethora of wildlife today. Everything from hawks to turkey vultures. A muskrat ran right in front of the canoe. But this is it. This is it. This is what we all live for. Just a little time out of our hectic lives to get out and get your butt outdoors. All right, it's the latter part of the afternoon, day 2. We have made it down the Au Sable to our destination. Right now the wind is picking up. What a beautiful day, though. Very chilly, but now we've made it to Burton's Landing. Now, what's so important about Burton's Landing when you're working this river? Well, from the part we traveled, we fly fish, but we also used live bait. From this point on, you are entering quality fishing area. What does that mean? That means flies only. Artificial flies only. It's illegal to possess trout right here. But by golly, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we call the holy waters of the great Au Sable River. Mark Schrot, our guide, is just managing this river beautifully. Hey. We are going to move on to another destination. This destination is going to surprise you. We can't tell you exactly about it, everything, the location. We're going to keep that kind of secret, but stay with us. It is getting late in the day, but we've got more fishing from the Au Sable coming to you. All right, we are back, and what an evening we have planned for you. We cannot divulge the spot where we're at here. We're just in the Grayling area, but folks, I'm going to give you clue 1. Notice on either side of me the famed field stone pillars. Look in the Grayling area for these. We're going to take you back into the site. We're going to have to leave the car in a designated area, and we are walking to the river. It's going to be quite a walk. Hope you can join us. Let's go to work. Okay, folks, we are on a trail heading through the woods. We've got quite a walk this evening. Mark, what do you got going on here? What's this?
Trying to make sure we find our way out of the woods on the way back. So we've got a 10-minute walk to the water. So, got some reflective tape.
You know,
here.
that's a great idea. All right, I hope we get out of here before it's dark. We're going to continue on through the woods, and once again, it is the mystery spot. Well, good evening. We made it to the mystery spot. My goodness, this is a deep water right here. As you can see, this is kind of the deepest waters that we've fished thus far in our trip. Whoa, wait a minute. Wait a minute. All right, back off. Yeah, they're already starting to bite. The evening's getting on. Mark's going to take it a little bit upriver, a little bit. I'm going to work here. Yeah, it looks like I am getting some bites, so I'm going to cut this short. Guys, great to have you out here. What a spectacular evening here it is. Evening number 2. Let's see what we've got in store for us tonight. Thanks for joining us, and thanks for getting your butt outdoors. Oh, good morning and welcome. By golly, this is day 3 here at the Au Sable. It's a little chilly this morning, so we were gonna just put a fire on to take the chill off before we decide on what we're gonna do. Well, there has been a change in plans. Come on over to the fire and I'll kind of talk you through it. Where we last left off, last night, we were at the mystery spot. Remember that? Well, the mystery spot didn't pan out. And the reason is it got very cold, very, very cold. So we decided with 1 hour of daylight left, we decided to go to a place called Burton's Landing. And that's where you saw us last night. And we did have some success there. We each caught fish. Mark, we caught fish at the mystery spot, right?
Many fish.
Yeah, we did. We had great success there. But man, this whole trip, we have learned so much. Day 3, we've got called away, so we're not going to Beyond the Stream today. We are kind of packing up camp and heading on to another locale for another episode. We certainly hope you join us. Mark, I'll tell you, Mark Schrot has helped me. He's taught me how this whole fly fishing sport, what it's all about. And
I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. And by golly, up north Michigan, it just doesn't get any better than this. And to conclude, we always conclude our program with just saying, you know, it doesn't matter whether you have a big butt. It doesn't matter whether you have a skinny butt, a small butt, whatever. It just really matters that you get your butt outdoors.